All right, so I know we're smoking.
Yes,
Cohiba Nicaraguas.
that's right.
What are we sipping?
This is the Peerless Double Oak Bourbon, and it is, cheers. This is aged in the first barrel for full maturity, 4 to 5 years, and then about another year in the second barrel. So notice the really dark colors.
Yes, sir.
That second barrel is a brand new charred oak barrel. So think about
Good viscosity.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you first age a bourbon, it's pulling a lot of those colors and flavors out. In the first few years, you're going to really get a lot of that on there. You're just putting an extra amount in a whole new barrel with that char, and just putting a whole lot more flavor on top.
Nice.
This one, to me, though, it is roughly 6 years, give or take. Drinks like it could be 12, 13 years plus. I mean, it's a lot of depth. Some nice leather notes, some of that, just with this atmosphere, that more library, woodsy feel.
Yeah.
A lot of earth, spice, very elegant against this cigar, which has a lot of those same notes, right?
Yeah, so Cohiba Nicaragua, and as the name denotes, it's one of our few expressions that's actually made in Nicaragua. Beautiful Oscuro wrapper.
Yes.
Everything under the hood is all Nicaraguan, and yeah, certainly a little bit more spice for it. Not a super picante bomb, but
right.
but certainly a little bit more spice just to wake up the palate. You get some of those leather notes, a little bit of cocoa, sort of a roasted coffee bean, which that really marries very well with the oak. Really, that double oak process gives you in cigar parlance, it's more cedar,
right?
But in the bourbon world, it's more oak, but it's just a woodsy note that's a little bit richer and sort of this latent sweetness to it that really works with this.
It really does.
So we're enjoying this
Yes,
pairing,
great pairing.
obviously with the Peerless Double Oak and the Cohiba Nicaragua.
Right.
But what are some of your favorite or sort of go-to cigar bourbon pairings?
As you know, I love a wonderful bourbon with an excellent Cohiba. I also love rye whiskey. Rye whiskey, to me, sometimes I'm even more in a mood for a rye whiskey because of the spice, the layers. Sometimes even some nice fruit as a back note. Nice butterscotch. I love the Cohiba Royale with a nice rye
Spice
whiskey.
bomb, yeah.
So yeah, especially with the nice spice. The spice on spice really works, accentuates both. But I also think whenever you're putting spice on spice or two similar flavors together, it allows us to really take that, put it in a box. Our minds will realize this is spice on spice, and allows us to really dive into the other flavors, the coffee notes, the earth, other elements of that cigar and of that rye whiskey. And sometimes that sugar from the rye, that sweetness against a more robust cigar really lifts that robustness up and allows us to enjoy it.
Yes. Nice.
How about you?
You know, and maybe because it's one of our newest, but the Riviera is one I've really been exploring a lot with a few different expressions. And I like it because it's not anything that's super spicy. It's, nice blast of cocoa, earth, leather, rich cigar. And I've sort of gone back to one of my old mainstays that I paired it with a little bit, the Old Forester 1910.
Yes, I like that.
I like it's rich. You got a little bit of that sort of creme brulee sort of undertone and that rich sweetness layered with the cocoa and the leather of the Riviera. That's one I've really enjoyed lately. But the beauty of it is just trying different things, man. But definitely a nice medium plus Maduro with a nice sort of medium proof, sweeter, richer bourbon. It's hard to mess that up. It's hard to mess that up.
Right, especially when there are those layers in each, and those layers in each allow us to go to different levels and think about those layers and really experience them in a whole new way.
Absolutely.